There's Steve Strom. Here we are at Wacomico Motorsports Park. I'm giving Ed in the Masters class a thumbs up. This is round 8, 2021. There's my bicycle computer for keeping track of my heart rate. I have a big group today. There. Okay, here go the 40 plus senior class. As you can see, we're lined up nice and straight, except for one. That's Walter Panic, I think is how you pronounce his name. Alright, poor guy. Trying to get his bike started. There he goes.
10 seconds.
And we're off. If you remember last week, I didn't do so well my start. I was complaining, but here I am getting to the first turn first, I believe. Mike thought he was there first. I got inside him on the second turn. Feels good to be in the lead. And then look what happens. He ended up in first. And then there's Walter. Made a nice pass through the grass. Smart move. So for folks that don't know about the series, there are 9 races this season. To qualify for the end of season trophy or awards, you must race in 5 of the 9 races. So as you finish, you will, for example, in first place you get 30 points, second you get 25, third 21, fourth 18, fifth 16, and then you get 1 point less for each place thereafter. Races 6 and 7 get added to your current standings. Races 8 and 9 allow you to replace your lowest race with race 8-9 if you improve upon your place, which gives us another reason to come out and keep racing in the series. But you also get awards for each race if you place in the top 5, I think, or top 3 if it's depending on how many racers there are in your class. So this is race number 4 for me. There's one more left, which will allow me to qualify for the end of season award. Next year, however, I'm going to try and do more races, at least 7. That'll give me a better chance to get the most points, which I won't be getting this season. I only get 5 out of the 7. But I've had a blast. This season's been a lot of fun. I've met a bunch of the guys and racing a bunch of guys that I know. And that makes it even more fun when you know them. Well, there goes Mike. If you remember the last race, I was behind him for quite a while. Didn't know if I was going to get around him or not. And I did after he fell. And here, this moment in the race, I don't know what's going to happen. We're friends, and that makes this that much more fun, trying to compete with your buddies. Mike keeps getting better and better, so he's got me worried. Well, there goes Rodney. Rodney had what I think a pretty wild race between he and Myron on his second moto or GP today. He came in 1 second behind Myron. Had it been the other way around, I think Rodney would have gotten 3rd and Myron 4th. So that must have been tough on you, Rodney, but I think it would have been a lot of fun being so competitive between you two. So congrats on your 4th, and Myron, if you watch this, congrats on your 3rd. Check out all the bikes. Don't typically see that in the woods, so this makes it kind of fun. Having a little track time. Getting to see everybody. There's Felix doing some video. Shout out to Felix. There's Mike in front of me again. I've caught up to him. Oh, Mike took a nice shortcut there. Good move. Oh, I got past Mike. All right. Rodney slipped by and I got stuck. Keep going, Rodney. So do you hear the woohoos? That's a signal saying, hey, I'm behind you, I want to come around. Now, during the race, I did not hear that. I heard it just before he hit me. So if you listen, I think you can actually hear our handlebars, our bark busters, bang into one another. And my dad was telling me when he was watching one of the previous races how close we get. And that one was too close. So I don't know if that rider was being too aggressive, or if he, in his attempt to pass, hit something, then, ran into me. But if he was being aggressive, I didn't appreciate that. If he had hit something and that was a mistake, no worries, all is forgiven.
right, go!
So here we are coming up to the end of the lap and the finish line. And there's a white flag, which means one more lap. So I'm thinking, okay, one more lap, push really hard. However, we thought it was going to be a longer race than this. I'll explain this later. So here's my one fall this race. I got stuck in a deep rut, tipped the bike over under my foot, or over my foot I should say, so I was stuck in there a little while. But I was able to get up. A couple guys went past. The only one I recognized was Mike, so now he's back in front of me, making it more fun. So if you look ahead, you'll see Mike fall over, making it too easy for me to get by. So now I'm back in front. So keep in mind, I'm thinking I'm on the last lap, so I'm pushing really hard. And I come to the finish line, and I see the rider in front of me, so I'm not sure if he's in my class or not. So I try and get in front of him, and what do we see? We see the white flag again. This time it's waving though. So now I'm thinking, wow, I just pushed really hard. I made some good time, but I wasn't expecting another lap, so I'm really tired. so now I got to push hard again. So should I be mad at the guy for having the flag out, or should I go back and thank him? In the end, I think I should go back and thank him, even though he shouldn't have had that thing hanging out, because it made me push hard 2 laps. So I got to laugh there at the end. So now I'm tired from pushing on the previous lap, and I feel that I can get by this guy, but I'm like, I just don't have the energy to pass him, nor was it easy with the tight trail and slippery trail. If you watch his back tire go over this route, you'll see his back tire slip off to the right. So that was fortunate that his front tire didn't have that happen to him. And then he hits the log jump, and he was a little crooked going into it. And I think he had hit a root just prior to that, and then he falls. So I thought I was going to run over him and fall or run into that tree. So, but if you look, you can see he gets up quick, so he was all right. Well, here comes the finish line, and I ended up fifth in this race. That was the first race of two. I also ended up fifth in the second moto, which I did not record. So 2 5s. I ended up with a fifth overall in my class, and I think it was a 27th or 29th of the whole group that raced together. And there were about 80 plus guys, I should say guys and gals, in this race. So I think teenage all the way to the master's class, 60s plus. So next year I'll be in that class, 60s plus group. So overall, the day was a great day, a lot of fun. Didn't get hurt, which is the most important thing, and hope you all enjoyed it.